Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the show. Trusting that everybody is doing well and everybody is doing all right. All right, yeah, man. Thanks for the concern and persons reaching out. Big up on yourself. Really appreciate that. You know what I mean? So, gonna get it kicked in this one. And as you can see in the title, calls for JFF boss to get out of office. And this all stems from, you know, the failed campaign. You know what I mean? So people them really speak out, and it is not coming from the YouTube platform alone. Yeah, some persons who are integral in football, former president and all of these things, FA president, they are really talking about it, you know what I mean? So we're gonna continue to talk just to see what will happen. First and foremost, we have to big up Dre anyway there. We have to big up Jason. Big up on yourself. The interview shot. At the Premier League game I watch too right away, you know. me set it so me now feel all right. So Mobi one, Tivoli one. Yeah. All right. So the cars I get load of people. That's what they're saying. Because when these big wigs get involved, they are saying the calls getting louder. So I was just saying before, big up to Joseph and Andre anyway for dealing with the show last evening. You don't know, you go. I watched it and it was good, especially the interview with the beautiful Yasmin Jameson. Oh, me did for miss that star. Shano star. How could I miss that? Hmm? But you know, so I saw it go sometime, you know, people. So it goes sometimes. But it's good to know that you have people who you can call on a Formula, Dre, anywhere, and others, you know? Big up on yourself. Really, 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 really appreciate it. All right. So, yeah, was a good one, man. I watched it this morning and it was really good. How I was feeling last evening, I couldn't even watch the interview. But the good thing is that we're here, still up and running, despite of, you know? So we have to be thankful for that. Yeah. This week is the Reggae Girls game. And you don't know, we want to go and support them as well. Get some more interview with some of those wonderful ladies. Yeah. Yeah, man. Get some female for the platform. Don't formula. Yeah, man. We're gonna roll out the ladies them. Mm-hmm. Roll out. uh, all right. So yeah, the monster. I have a special guest coming up tomorrow, now, people. Very, 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 very special guest coming up tomorrow. And I want you to go and share it when I, you know, put it out there. So this beautiful lady will be joining Coach's desk tomorrow. So the track and field people them, get ready, get ready, get ready. Yeah. Get ready, get ready, get ready. You know the thing going on. Alright. So get ready. Hey formula, you see you. Anyways, people. Let me check out some of the comments and see what go on. I can't stay long on this one, enough. I'm not really. I can't stay long. I'm not gonna stay long. Yeah. Roderick, big up yourself, Roderick. With there, I know, Roderick. Um, I'm alive, up coach. We need people to stand up to their responsibilities. Yeah. The formula said, and who to replace him? That's a very good question, enough formula. But who? Richard would say, speak. But we are say, who? Upper side, big up yourself. Shaquille Smith, big up yourself. Wonder if Craig Butler would have take over JFF. I don't know. I don't know. Roger Sharp's a coach a long time. Duck hunts in that JFF building. It need rebuild. The man said duck hunts. They don't like to hear about it. They said the one farm lime with a beautiful jasmine. The beautiful is jasmine is right. Yasmin. Yeah, man, a pretty girl, man. Yeah, man. Yasmin, big up yourself if you're watching. Appreciate you coming over on coach's desk so the fans them can get to know you, you know? And that they did, because you spoke a lot on stuff that you do and stuff that you'd have done in the past. And it's quite interesting, the inequality with the females, you know, where salary is concerned. Of course, you know, the men attract a higher salary because of the things that they do and, you know, the mileage that they allow the sports to get. But $2,000 per month for a professional footballer, I don't, me no wrong, Yasmin. You have to know your worth. You understand? And you're worth more than that. So it's not only just to go out there and play football. It's to know your worth. You know what I mean? All right. So all right, we heard that Kido Taylor was in Jamaica. I don't know if he's still here. Yeah. And a lot of highlight has been, our eyes have been placed on Jed Spence. Yeah, man. All for eyes though upon him now, you know. People writing articles. The latest article I read was that they said that he's an English Jamaican. So I was saying that, whoa, JFF now swooping. But I don't know. I don't know. But let's see. Let's see. Where am I in the comment section? What time? I'll be giving that information shortly, for being full. That is a good. That is good. So who's going to replace him? No, I don't know, Theo. Blessing coach. I'm late. What's the news? Big up Theo. Flex Supreme, Chris Williams, Cedella Marley, Craig Butler, just to name a few. Remember, Chris Williams said don't want it, you know. Remember when he was on the show, he said that he does not want it. Cedella, I'm not sure. Is she eligible? You know? Let's see. Even coaches this could have do a better job than Touchman and him cronies. Me, brother, you know, I have nothing to do with politics, you know. So probably I wouldn't last. I will support certain things. Anyways, what the female chances of qualifying it better than men's? Good question that to Karoom. Now, once you enter the competition, you have a chance. Is it better than the men? I'm not certain. You have to take it game by game. And as a coach, that's what you tell your charges. Who are the team that could be a threat to Jamaica? I don't see a threat in this round. Nah. Coach, a pill, Chris a pill we. Pill we. I mean, I like pill, no, I mean, I take pill, so think yeah, it wouldn't work on me. Poor Chris Williams, little JPL Jabba stress. You need the man say no want it, Pavla. Again, people, you thought Yasmin was beautiful. We'll be having the beautiful Brianna Williams joining us from trackside tomorrow evening, 7 p.m. Jamaica time. Wherever you are in the world, you calculate that. Yeah. So let's get into the meat of the matter. Like I said, I won't be staying long in this one because yeah. So some of the major contributors to to Jamaica's football industry, they have come out swinging, and they have said President of the Jamaica Football Federation, Michael Ricketts, should rethink his response to widespread calls for his resignation after Jamaica failed miserably in its attempt to qualify for a second World Cup under his leadership. So his leadership is under scrutiny due to the fact that we were unsuccessful in our quest, to make it to Qatar. So that's what these major contributors are saying, that president basically should go. Michael Ricketts, immediately following the Reggae Boyz' last World Cup qualifying match against Costa Rica, which ended any slim hopes of a revival of a disastrous campaign or qualification campaign, declared he will not be resigning. That the boss saying, but these men are saying that you should consider, man. You should reconsider, because this was a poor campaign. Okay, I'm still here. This was a poor campaign, and some would go as far as saying disastrous. It was abysmal. It was shambolic. You know what I mean? All of those adjectives to go towards not qualifying for the World Cup. So some sports administrators describe the management of the qualification campaign as horrendous. You hear them word there again, and insist the federation should be held accountable. Of course, the leadership will have to be held accountable. Definitely, it doesn't matter good or bad. Leadership has to take responsibility. Essentially, that's what they're saying. Now, former JFF president chimed in on this conversation. That's Tony James, former Kingston and St. Andrew Football Association at CASAFA president, Stuart Stevenson, and former national player and advisor to the sports minister, Ali McNabb, all agreed there is a need for change and that the president should look within himself and make the right decision. Basically, what they are saying, get out of town, get out of office. Yeah? Get out of town, get out of office. Because it's not good for you to be there. Essentially, that's what they're saying. Now, Stevenson went on to say that the current administration had enough time to prepare a proper qualification campaign, and after failing horribly, the honorable thing for the leadership, including the general secretary and the board, to do so as we step aside. That's what they're saying. These men got to go. Got to go. You know what I mean? That's what they're saying. Now, the performance was dismal and incompetent. You were expected to do a job and you have failed. If you have failed, you must step away. It is only decent and appropriate, said Stevenson. By the way, everything you feel that if you just take away yourself, look at it, people. Let me finish read this, because the general secretary fell down on the job from the beginning. I don't think he had the necessary technical competence for the job, and it has shown. It, which is the resignation, should start with the general secretary and the buck stops with the president. I don't see any reason why, after getting every opportunity to prepare a proper campaign, they should not walk away. Both together, he said. He added that the board should also share the blame, of course, because they sat around and re-elected a team with no plan or vision. This board must accept responsibility for giving Mike Ricketts an opportunity for a second mandate when he had not displayed any level of preparation for a 4 year term. He has been unable to attract sponsorship and has shown no vision. Board members likewise should go because they have failed as well, Stevenson said. He said it is time for new blood and fresh thinking. Hmm. Persons them are hit hard in a brother. This federation has moved from one crisis to the next, one failure to the next, and from one embarrassment to the next. This time for change, no, the time for change is now. You should pack your bags and walk away and allow new, fresh talent to come and offer a plan for developing the sport. Who are you recommending? That's a question I'm asking. We need wholesale change because they haven't shown no appetite for the development of the sport. The country and the federation has been subjected to much embarrassment. So we have to be critical because we have had enough. That's understandable. James said, after a review of the campaign and some personal reflection, it's up to Ricketts to make the right decision. That has to come from within, he commented. That's true. You have to know why you went into football. If you're in the football to really help and do the things needed for the sport progress, nobody has to tell you when to go. When you haven't achieved, you leave, he said. Like Stevenson, he pointed to a total lack of vision and understanding of what was needed to properly prepare. James pointed to issues such as the argument over players, remuneration, the ultimate influx of UK based professionals with limited practice games, which had a negative overall impact on the readiness of the qualifiers, as evidence of lack of understanding. Hmm. And they continue by saying it was indeed a confusion right throughout the campaign, and that is seen as well as a failure. Now, this was the assembling of the best ever names in Jamaica's World Cup program, but there was no understanding. There was confusion right throughout, he said. Nevertheless, he reasoned that the JFF wasn't the only entity to blame for the debacle, as qualification requires the input of all shareholders. You cannot blame the JFF alone. Nobody wants to see government involved in sports, but government has not taken football seriously, or the Reggae Boyz. The government wouldn't come out and say to you, JFF are embarrassing us, to a sporting body which has found itself in so much disrepute. Are you willing to let the people suffer this like this because nobody's going to finance or trust the JFF? Said James. But to get the program on the right level, you have to include the stakeholders who have been left out. Do you agree with that? 13 parishes cannot make all the decisions. I agree with that. How are you going to convince people you need good governance, accountability, and transparency? You will not get a buy-in into football until you include your stakeholders. Absolutely correct. You can't go around that. You know what I mean? Can't go around that. So, if his Ricketts, the real reason is to help the sport, no one will have to tell him that he should resign, said James. Ali Matnab, the former national player, said the team fell woefully short of expectations and that the ineptitude was the cause for much of its problems. However, despite emotions running high, he said it was best to review the campaign and make a decision on how best to move forward. We have an inept team with inept leadership and inept coaching. Wow. So we didn't have a chance because we weren't prepared as we should. Is that hindsight? Or the writing was on the wall? It calls to resign is emotion talking. That is not how it goes. There is a process. There should be a post-mortem of what has happened and the best decision where the country and football is concerned made, he said. Does that mean the leadership look at themselves as, say, we have done a poor job. We have to give somebody else a chance. But we have to look at it holistically and see what is best for the football. My heart is bleeding because there was so much potential. So we must demand more of the leadership and the JFF, and we must demand of the players. So this is an expert excerpt of these gentlemen who came out with a whole lot of talk. You know what I mean? People who are just coming in, the beautiful Brianna Williams will be joining the coach's desk. You can't afford to miss it. Olympic gold medalist. Yes, she is an Olympic gold medalist. You can't afford to miss it, people. Stay tuned. All right, so back to the football. All right, let me see some of the comments that persons are making. Um, Flex say even coach's desk. Don't put no stress for me, brother. Hello, stress out the man. Right now, need somebody competent where is no nonsense and able to restructure the federation and the footballing landscape. The next president must be a visionary and no disrespect, must have crazy money straight, so him have need for no more. I like the money part there, Karu. BM say I nominate coaches desk for president. Nah, I declined that nomination. Thank you though, BM. Meticulously scrutinizing. What you mean? Fire yourself? Boy, you don't have to fire yourself. You can resign. Karoom, adjust the truth, and the next president has to be able to market the federation and the national teams. Them guys, then are ready. Karoom is a poor campaign. Only fall at the feet at JFF. Only or the private sector and government must be blamed too. Yeah, the entire, even we as fans are to be blamed because aren't we stakeholders? Of course we are. All of this is because there is blood in the water. Oh my God. Formula. Oh God. Oh God. Flex Supreme said, all of them, all the person who will sweep the office, them for go on to. Rajic, coach, a real general, them taught the things. All them tired of the foolishness. Yeah. No, so people, listen, this campaign has distressed a whole lot of folks. Trust me. The man nah, nah, no pizza, no charisma, no liquor, nothing. Nothing. The man just and him friend them just hey, Flex. Flex. We're not sure about that, Flex. So you don't want to write a comment like that. So I mean, I don't know if I can retract that. Duklan, Ricketts alone going won't change anything. He's probably the best of the lot. El Padrino, big up yourself. Michael Ricketts and the Gentech should do the honorable thing. They should check their egos at the door and resign. The butterfly effect on the boys as a result of this debacle will felt for years. That's from Eagle Republic. People, that's the end of the game. Mobile United and Tivoli one apiece. Brain drain, inept, multiplied by 3 to the third power. Yeah. Base the concept, coach says he need to go. If we have seen the preparation, the team perform well, and we lost, we could live with that. But this preparation was embarrassing, and the world was watching. Yeah. Big up yourself, Brain Gen. Leon Price, big up yourself. Agree with that. Fire JFF boss. Give it Cassava president, okay? Give it to Cassava president. All right, South Cry, big up yourself. I think it's a top of fan base pushing for the president to go. Really? Explain that, South Cry. Can't fire Ricketts and leave everybody else and expect change. Yeah, but they said that everybody should go. That's what they're saying. So they did not say the president alone. They say even the entire board should go. You know, Brain Drain is saying is leading the nation to the final eight considered failure. Ah boy, top of a president. All right, Flex Supreme. So yeah, people, that's the information coming, and I've seen your comments. Definitely, big up on yourself, and I'm happy that you all enjoyed the show last evening. You know, I am happy. All right, doing H the finally persons of influence start to talk up. Toffee Rudy saying um needs some younger heads in the organization. Things have changed. Hey, but you hear these gentlemen are saying they need fresh blood, So that is significant. That is significant. What disappointed more about the campaign? Proper preparation prevents poor performance. So deduct from that, Karoom, what I'm essentially saying. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Simply put. Big up yourself, Fresh God. Big up yourself, Toffee. Big up, Coach. Glad to see you're doing it. Yeah, man. It was just a one day lit down. Yeah, man. Fresh blood where not dilute. Yeah, Leon. But a lot of people will talk though. A lot of people will talk, and when they go in the position and the role, you wonder if are the same people them that talk. So I don't want you to take that part for granted, people. Sometimes when these people go into office, they were standing on the outside when them go and see what go on. So pressure comes with this job. Any leadership role that you go in, it's pressure. One thing I can say, you have to be firm from day one, and you have to highlight things that you want to happen, things that you're not going to put up with. You have to state a claim from early. Now, when people see you making tough decision and all of that, they will realize that you are no nonsense. Especially when you are dealing with Jamaicans, you have to be no nonsense, no favoritism. You follow it by the books. You understand? It's not about just going in the position. Yeah, you have to have a strong hand. Some people don't like the iron fist sort of leadership. But you have to know the people that you're dealing with. And don't take no prisoner. So some people will not like you because, but when this person was here, I could do that. No, it's a different person. And if you're going that with that mindset, listen, I understand what you're used to, but that book has closed. I'm not talking the chapter of the book, because when the chapter has ended, it is still the same book. So it's a new book that you'll have to read from. So that book is no more. So you have to be firm in these sort of situations. You know what I mean? You have to. You have to. Once you're in leadership, listen to me. In leadership position, not everybody is gonna like you, like your leadership style. But you see, when you're puny, and you act like a menke, people will walk over you and they will talk. But it's better to be firm than be a menke and they talk than to just, well, it's better to be firm and they talk than be a menke and they talk, because guess what? They're still gonna talk. But at the same time, with the iron fist, you can't be too. There has to be a level of democracy in that iron fist rule. You have to hear from your people what they're thinking. Garner information, get it from here, there, all around, to see what the people are saying, to see what they're saying. And then you can go about your business. But you can't go in right away with a puny, menke sort of attitude and expect to get the trust and the respect. You see, respect is a hell of a thing. So you see, if they don't respect the man as an individual, they have to respect the office. You understand? So these are the things probably are lacking. I don't care who the guy, we're going by the books. This is what the motto said. This is what the objective is. This, are we fulfilling our mandate? You use these things as accountability tools to ensure that these people are held accountable. Yeah, man. No free ride. After this on a monopoly, you get free pass. Nah. We need more qualified and educated people with no conflict of interest that are not trying to use the national team. That's from Darren Lewis. Loud Music Entertainment, big up said 2026 and 2030 campaign will be the same as the 2022 World Cup campaign if that man is in. Sorry, JFF. Jamaica football failed. JFF, Jamaica Federation failed. All right, Loud Music. Rob Smith, the ballers told you guys that the JFF was an issue, even boycotting. JFF changed the narrative, convinced everyone it was just about money. Right now, JFF, mate, Bob said, good for watch. Right now, I hit me a watch, you know. Hey, me I tell you it's true. The Bob said me a watch right now. Look there. Yes, man. Bob said let her go on, man. Yeah, man. Darren Lewis, maybe there would be people overseas, such as in England and the US. Karoom said Pep is an iron fist coach. Klopp is an iron fist coach. Not because you're an iron fist, you can't be flexible, you know. You understand? Brain drain. One thing I know for sure is that there will likely be misappropriation. Really? I don't know about that, brain drain. I don't know about that. Darren Lewis, the JFF is the main reason we never qualify. Mourinho is an iron fist coach. Conte iron fist. Social media mash up JFF, Dolly House. We just need a petition now signed by approximately 10 to 15,000. Get them out. All right, coach. Say Menke, no lag me no hear somebody say that. Ricketts never want to fire Tapper. You think him gonna fire himself and do what? Leave the. You see their results. Set down to them tomorrow. Someone just like him will get the job. Their system is that someone is always in place. Someone is always in place to carry out their agenda. Change everybody. Many people believe the hype and fail to see that the team was ill prepared. From as far back as our involvement in the CONCACAF Nations League B, we were woeful. The Gold Cup was even worse. Yup. Any new JFF president on our board must realize the power of new social media journalists. No more paid off cleaner. And really, are them something to go and do it? I'm not aware of that. My mother was an Iron Fist coach, and I never regret it, coach, because I see the results. Of course, so you can be Iron Fist, Karoom, but there's some sort of flexibility. When me hear some things will happen, you say, Bridging, Joke thing. You have iron fist sometimes. You go in too hard and you get sauced by the money. You fly out harder than you went in. The JFF inept handling of the campaign is disgraceful. Um, Dwight is saying there's a difference between stern and stubborn. Of course it is. Put some university educated former female footballers on the board. Hey, Dwight, you know, we spoke to Dwight Jeremiah, and what I'm impressed about his sort of board that he has around him are persons who are educated. Now, you know that you can have some educated, quote unquote, dunce, right? But you have to get people who are qualified in some areas to ensure that your board or your committee float. And that's what Dwight says that he does at Holland. Get some persons, probably someone who used to play and they went to university. He said someone came in the chat and he's a part of the team because of his qualification, not able to play football anymore, but he's able to give back to the board, you know? So these are the stuff that I am impressed with. You have to get persons who are creative, persons who are enthused about these things. You know what I mean? Ralston Carnegie, big up yourself. Butler would be a very political as JFA president, so would not be a good choice. Dwight Spence again. Apparently, the ladies know how to prepare. Ian Campbell, big up yourself, man. We are pass through to, you know. I'll end in a short while. Um, are the boys on the team afraid to speak up? Haven't heard any unless I missed. Did you listen to Bonnie live the other night? No? Yes, the Virgin from Holland. Yes, yes, Dwight Spence. Definitely, man. The man have a very good team around him in that Holland team, you know? And that is very good. These are the things that you want. You know what I mean? These are the things that you want to cultivate. Professionalism, yeah? And persons who, well, let me not say that. But yeah, people, like I said, I was just passing through talking about this issue. I don't know what will happen, but the question is that who will be the next, who will take over office if, say, Mr. Ricketts decide to, you know, pull the plug? That's the $1 million question, you know, because they are calling for the president to be removed or for him to, you know, resign. Who are gonna take up the mantle? The whip hard, you know. Hey, you think a joke whip? You have to take up the whip. And you have to know when to use the whip. When the jack in a saddle, you know, man, you can't use the whip too excessive, you know. And you have to know when to use the whip, how to use the whip. You know what I mean? Where am I now? On Boo. All right, Sidela Marley for president. Look what she did with the girls team. Kevin Bailey. Yeah, but is she eligible? That's our next thing we need to find out. Coach, that FIFA appeal I think shows up the JFF lack of commitment. All right, Rogic. Eagle Republic. The next flashing warning sign is right around the corner. I predict that the CONCACAF Nations League A will be wasted. Lest we forget, World Cup qualifier campaign for 2026 is approximately 24 months away. Demarks, big up yourself. I would like to know if the JFF come under the Ministry of Sports or it run independent. I think they're independent, you know. They said that they're independent. Winston Fowling, getting new leaders, see him different. uh, it was cheaper for the JFF to drop out the World Cup and beg government and private sector money. All right. I like that one, Kevin. Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. So people, we're gonna call it for this one. Thanks very much for tuning in. We just came in to let you know what is happening on this one. So big up yourself. Until next time. But before we go, and brain drain, I said that, You see, if the constitution isn't changed, revamp, change the bylaws, same. So I agree with you on that. You know what I mean? I agree with you on that. All right, so people, before I go, I want to tell you, look at the screen. Who is that? That's the beautiful Brianna Williams, Olympic gold medalist. Personal best of 7.09 over 60 meter. She will be joining the coach's desk tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. people, 7:10 thereabout. And she will be coming in a little bit later than that, but 7, you have to get ready, get your coffee, get your tea, get your whatever you drink, and just sit and put it on your big screen, put it on your 60-inch brain drain, and watch the thing. Yeah, man. You understand? So look out for Brianna Williams. She'll be joining us. People. And you can't afford to miss it. Tomorrow evening at 7 p.m. Jamaica time. That's when the show starts. But she'll be coming in a little bit later than that. 7:20 thereabout. You know what I mean? So big up to all the people in the comment section. Big up on yourself. Thanks for tuning in. And just continue to stay safe and enjoy the rest of the evening. You know what I mean? Until next time. Peace out. Style and flavor. No brain drain. I had the 60-inch. I had the 60-inch TV, man. Or you don't need no inch. You're just on AI technology. You know? All right, so we're just gonna end with some style and flavor, you know?
Your style and your flavor make the city rock. They must say the season come out with a bang. Coach Minzy, best round here. Remember that.